Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered about the profound wisdom hidden within the phrase, as above, so below? Let's delve into the secret meanings and universal truths contained within this timeless principle. The principle of correspondence, often summarized as above, so below. As below, so above, is a concept rooted in ancient teachings, particularly from the Hermetic tradition. It highlights the idea that there's a fundamental interconnectedness between all things in the universe. This principle suggests that patterns and phenomena observed in one realm of existence are mirrored or reflected in another, creating a kind of harmony or balance between different levels of reality. When we say as above, so below, it means that the patterns and dynamics we observe in the larger macrocosmic world are reflected in the smaller microcosmic world, and vice versa. For example, the way celestial bodies move and interact in the cosmos can be seen as analogous to the way atoms and particles behave at the quantum level. This interconnectedness suggests that there is a sort of unity or symmetry to the universe, with different scales of existence mirroring each other in profound ways. Similarly, when we say as below, so above, we are emphasizing the idea that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm. This means that the patterns and dynamics we observe within ourselves, in our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, are reflected in the larger universe. For instance, the way we perceive and interact with the world around us can influence the events and circumstances that unfold in our lives, echoing the broader principles of cause and effect seen in the cosmos. Even today, the principle of correspondence continues to resonate and find application across various disciplines, ranging from psychology to spirituality to quantum physics. This ancient wisdom has been integrated into modern frameworks, enriching our understanding of the interconnected nature of reality. One area where correspondence is evident is in psychology, particularly in depth psychology. Depth psychology explores the deeper layers of the human psyche, acknowledging the interconnectedness between our internal states and external experiences. Concepts such as synchronicity, popularized by Carl Jung, emphasize the meaningful coincidences that occur between our thoughts, feelings, and external events. This perspective suggests that there is a correspondence between our inner psychological landscape and the outer world, highlighting the interplay between the individual and the collective unconscious. Similarly, correspondence is also present in spirituality, where it is often linked to the concept of interconnectedness. Spiritual traditions around the world recognize the inherent unity of all existence and emphasize the interconnectedness of all living beings. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation are aimed at deepening our awareness of this interconnectedness and fostering a sense of harmony with the cosmos. The principle of polarity is another fundamental concept closely related to correspondence. It suggests that within the universe there exist complementary pairs of opposites that are interconnected and interdependent. Rather than seeing these opposites as separate and conflicting, the principle of polarity invites us to recognize them as two sides of the same coin, each necessary for the existence of the other. In essence, polarity teaches us that light cannot exist without darkness, joy without sorrow, or love without fear. These opposites are not independent of each other, but are instead part of a greater whole, wherein one cannot be fully understood without the presence of the other. For example, we cannot fully appreciate the concept of hot without understanding cold, as they define each other in relation to their opposites. Embracing the principle of polarity can help us transcend dualistic thinking, which tend to categorize things into rigid binaries of good or bad, right or wrong. Instead, it encourages us to see the interconnectedness and interdependence of seemingly opposing forces. By embracing both ends of the polarity spectrum, we gain a more holistic perspective of reality and can navigate life with greater balance and harmony. At the heart of the principle of correspondence lies a profound understanding that all life forms, from the tiniest microorganisms to the vast expanses of celestial bodies, are interconnected in a grand web of existence. This interconnectedness transcends individual boundaries and extends across the entire cosmos, weaving together the fabric of reality in intricate patterns. Consider the analogy of a spider's web. Each strand is connected to every other strand, forming a delicate yet resilient structure. Similarly, every living being is intricately connected to every other living being, sharing in the collective tapestry of life. This interconnectedness manifests in myriad ways, from the exchange of nutrients between plants and animals to the gravitational interactions between celestial bodies. When we recognize the interconnectedness of all life, we begin to see ourselves not as isolated individuals, but as integral parts of a larger whole. Every thought we think, every action we take has ripple effects that reverberate throughout the interconnected web of existence. This awareness fosters a deeper sense of reverence and respect for all living beings, as we come to understand that we are not separate from nature, but rather an integral part of it. While the principle of correspondence offers profound insights into the interconnected nature of reality, it is not without its challenges and misconceptions. Understanding and navigating these hurdles is essential for effectively applying correspondence principles in our lives. One common misunderstanding regarding correspondence is a tendency to oversimplify it as merely the law of attraction or a passive form of manifestation. While there may be overlap between these concepts, correspondence encompasses a broader understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, acknowledging the complex web of relationships that shape our reality. Simply wishing for something to happen without understanding the deeper underlying patterns and dynamics may lead to disappointment and frustration. Another challenge lies in overcoming our own limitations and biases to fully embrace the principles of correspondence. In a world dominated by materialism and individualism, it can be challenging to shift our perspective to one that recognizes the interconnectedness of all life. Patience, openness, and a willingness to challenge our preconceived notions are essential for navigating this obstacle. Recognizing the intricate patterns of correspondence in our lives can serve as a powerful tool for personal growth and self-transformation. By understanding how the interconnectedness of all things influences our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can consciously align ourselves with the flow of the universe to manifest our desires and fulfill our potential. One way to apply correspondence to personal growth is by recognizing the patterns and synchronicities that mirror our internal states and external circumstances. By journaling or reflecting on our experiences, we can identify recurring themes or symbols that may offer insight into our subconscious desires or challenges. This heightened awareness allows us to consciously work with these patterns to create positive change in our lives. Practices such as meditation and visualization can also be powerful tools for harmonizing our internal states with our desired outcomes. By quieting the mind and tuning into the deeper rhythms of existence, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity that allows us to manifest our intentions with greater ease. Visualizing our goals as already accomplished can help to align our thoughts and emotions with the corresponding energies needed to bring them into reality. Just as the principle of correspondence illuminates the interconnectedness of all things in the universe, it also sheds light on the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. By understanding and applying correspondence principles in our interactions with others, we can foster deeper connections, mutual understanding, and overall well-being. At its core, correspondence in relationships emphasizes empathy, compassion, and self-reflection. When we recognize the interconnectedness of all beings, we understand that the thoughts, feelings, and experiences of others are intimately linked to our own. This awareness cultivates empathy, allowing us to truly understand and resonate with the joys and struggles of those around us. Effective communication is essential for applying correspondence principles in relationships. By actively listening to others without judgment or interruption, we create space for understanding and connection to flourish. Empathetic listening allows us to attune to the needs and perspectives of others, strengthening the bonds of trust and mutual respect. Mastering the principle of correspondence in our daily lives involves cultivating mindfulness, awareness, and intentionality in our thoughts, actions, and interactions. By aligning ourselves with the interconnectedness of all things, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose, creating positive outcomes and deepening our connection to the universe. One of the key practices for mastering correspondence in daily life is mindfulness. By bringing our attention to the present moment and observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, we can cultivate a deeper awareness of the interconnected web of existence. Mindfulness allows us to recognize the subtle patterns and synchronicities that shape our reality, empowering us to respond to life's circumstances with clarity and wisdom. Journaling is another powerful tool for mastering correspondence in daily life. By regularly recording our thoughts, experiences, and reflections, we can gain insight into the deeper patterns and dynamics at play in our lives. Journaling allows us to track our progress, identify recurring themes or challenges, and set intentions for personal growth and transformation. Delving deeper into the principle of correspondence unveils a realm of advanced techniques and practices that offer profound insights and transformative experiences. These techniques, drawn from various spiritual traditions and metaphysical disciplines, serve as powerful tools for personal growth, self-discovery, and spiritual evolution. One such practice is the use of divinatory tools like tarot cards and astrology. These ancient systems are based on the principle of correspondence, with each symbol, archetype, and celestial body reflecting universal patterns and energies. By consulting these tools, individuals can gain deeper insight into their subconscious mind, personality traits, and life path. Tarot readings and astrological charts offer guidance and clarity, helping individuals navigate life's challenges and make informed decisions in alignment with their highest good. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more insightful content.